Hello everyone, welcome back to Armchair Armory, and what a week it has been. The football world has been shocked to its core. It's the latest thing for everyone to be outraged about. Even people that had nothing to do with football seem to weigh in on it. I didn't realise, for example, that James Corden was a football fan, but anyway. And to be fair, so did I. I mean, I was definitely against the European Super League, and there was a lot of thoughts going around my head, so I thought I'd do a video about it. The one thing I wasn't going to do is take sides, or because I don't like doing that anyway. The problem with society nowadays is that like people see everything as one thing or the other. They don't see things as like a nuance, or they don't see the other person. They can't know what it's like to experience things in other people's shoes. They don't know. They just assume that like what I'm thinking is what's happening, kind of thing. And I'm not defending the Super League, because I think it was very greedy and wrong for those 12 owners to do what they did. I'm glad that the fans have all come together and put a stop to it. I didn't really do anything, to be honest. I just ranted for 22 minutes about it, and that was about it. But yeah, you know, credit to people that have gone out and used social media to show their disdain for the project. You know, to some extent, credit to Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher for doing what they did on Sky. You know, you could say they were kind of the instigators of it. The one thing I don't want to see is something that I see a lot nowadays, is the sort of politicization of everything, of making it about a certain group or a certain type of person, and saying, well, because they supported, like fans that supported the Super League are this, that and the other, and name calling in the in the name of like righteousness and the right side, so to speak. Yeah, I just don't think it's right to be making this a war of like who supported it and who didn't, because I've seen some of that on social media, and I'm not a huge fan of creating more division. You know, the main culprits here are the owners, and yes, morally Stan Kroenke should sell up and go, but at the same time it's not realistic. What I said in my video, when I said, oh fuck Kroenke, all this kind of stuff, like it's emotion, and it's not realistic that like people think that he's gonna go, unless like Dangote offers him loads. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere, because at the end of the day he's still making money off of the club. You know, he's still getting what he wants out of it, and he won't go. The KSC won't go. I'm seeing today that people have gone into this fans forum with Josh Kroenke, having to go at him. He'll just take that on the chin. Like, unless you're doing them physically, and I'm not saying to do this, but unless you're like physically, you're a danger to their life or whatever, or to their pocket, they don't give a shit. They don't care. Like, at the end of the day, they're still owners. The only way they're going to go is if someone else comes along and gives them a load of money to go away. That's the only way that KSE are going to sell up. That's the realism of it. And even with that, like, everyone's doing what they all... And this is what I'm saying about extremes. Everyone's going to the other side now and going, oh yeah, get Dangote. And it's like... But he could do exactly the same thing. He could come in and bankrupt us, for all you know. Like, this is the thing. Like, there's got to be some sort of like middle ground here. What happened with the Super League was wrong, because of the kind of duplicitous, you know, immoral standpoint of like doing it behind the fans' back, and the lack of understanding and ignorance towards football in England and across Europe was why there were so many fans that were opposed to this. You know, like, this isn't America, and I like American sport, but the way that the European form of football is done is so much different to how it's done in America. That's their way of doing things, but that's not our way of doing things, and I think that's why most fans were up in arms about it. But what I don't want to see is people being unrealistic and being illogical. And I think throughout this pandemic, on more than one occasion, I feel like society, particularly in the West, has lost its mind in some places. I'm not going to go into it because I like to keep most of my opinions to myself, because nowadays any sort of opinion that doesn't fit the narrative is dangerous. So yeah, people need to be realistic. Unless Dangote or someone like that comes in and offers him loads of money, he ain't going to go anywhere. I mean, I saw a video with the headline Kroenkes to stay, with like capital letters, as if they're shocked, and it's like, well, obviously they're going to stay. The same with the Glazers at Manchester United. Do you think they're going to go anywhere unless anyone sells to them? Like, they're not going to go because a couple of you lot are going to stand outside Old Trafford or break into Carrington or the Emirates protest tomorrow. They're still going to be there. And if I'm wrong, I hold my hands up and say, yeah, fair enough, well done, you guys got rid of him. But for me, I've never really seen the point in protesting on something like this, and in some cases in general, because people are going to still do what they want to do at the end of the day. Bad shit still happens, unfortunately. And sometimes protesting works, and most of the time it doesn't. And that's the thing. Those of you that are going to the protest at the Emirates tomorrow, I'd say be peaceful. Because there's been a lot of people recently saying that they've been doing peaceful protests in the political world when they're actually not. It's been portrayed as a peaceful protest, and it's actually not. They're actually burning shit down, and I do not stand by that. I will not stand by Arsenal fans trying to burn down all of Drayton Park because Stan Kroenke won't leave the club. But anyway, that's by the by. That's sort of my mini discussion on the fallout from the Super League, and I'm just glad it's gone. I'm glad that, like, for now they've put a halt to it, and we can go back to thinking about football, and we can go to proper football, and we can go back to the way things are. Yes, there's going to be an evolution of football at some point. All these proposals for 2024 with the Champions League and the Europa League and the introduction of the Europa Conference League and all that, that's going to come, and football has to change, at some point. Things always change. Society changes, attitudes change, sport changes, films change, loads of things change. Change is part of life. It's not something that people don't want. There's only a select few that people don't want. It happens. It's natural. It's a natural thing. We've come so far, society-wise, in the last 200 years. So yeah, but anyway, so apparently we have a game this weekend against Everton, and it seems like it's kind of weird, like on Monday when the whole European Super League thing broke, like I found it insane how, like, after the Liverpool Leeds game, like no one, like even Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher weren't really doing Monday Night Football. They were just talking about the European Super. There was a little bit about Jose Mourinho being sacked by Spurs, but other than that it was all Super League stuff, and it's like everyone's forgotten that football is there. Now the Super League's gone, or the Super League has been, curtailed, kiboshed. We can now concentrate on football again. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to talk about the Super League anymore after now. Right, so Everton. I don't know. Like, I still stand by what I say about the Premier League games now. That it's kind of a much of a muchness. It's kind of like, oh yeah, well, let's see what happens. If we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. I always want us to win, obviously, but if we don't, fair enough. I'll be over it within 2 hours, depending on how we lose. If we lose the way we did against Liverpool, then obviously I'd be annoyed. But yeah. So yeah, it's one of those games that I'm not really that bothered about, because the more important game is coming up at the weekend. According to the simulation that you guys are watching right now, it was quite a high-scoring game. I almost let Everton back into it, but yeah, it's quite a high-scoring, entertaining game. So I hope you guys enjoy that if you're watching those. And yeah, the more important game is Villareal on Thursday. So as far as I'm concerned, like, I'm not really I obviously don't want to lose, but I'm not like gonna celebrate ridiculously if we win the game, because it's very unlikely that we're gonna catch up with Liverpool, Spurs and West Ham right now. So unless they start dropping points, and Spurs have had their first win under Ryan Mason. So they had their win against Southampton last night. Liverpool drew with Leeds, and I think the last game, so it was not that long ago that Tottenham played Everton, and that was a draw. That was Jose Mourinho's last game. So, and our last game was obviously the kind of lacklustre 1-1 draw with Fulham. It's kind of even. I don't necessarily think Everton are playing that well at the moment, and obviously based on the last game, we're not playing that well either. It could end up just being a boring 0-0 as opposed to the 5-3 that the FIFA simulation seems to think it's going to be. So we'll see. In terms of team news, it looks like Aubameyang and Lacazette are going to be out for this game. They're still, Arteta said in his press conference today that they're still assessing Martin Odegaard, so he could be back, we don't know. But I think in terms of attacking options, I would go with Martinelli over Nketiah. There's just something about Nketiah that I feel as if I don't think he's going to be the kind of potent striker that we need. If we are genuinely if Arteta's plan is to kind of hedge his bets with both the Europa League and the league, I don't think Nketiah is the right striker. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll be wrong and he'll score a hat-trick this weekend. I don't know. But I feel as if Martinelli is the more explosive player. So I would start with Martinelli in that striking role. I think everything else is pretty much going to be the same. I can't see Xhaka moving into the centre. He'll probably stay at left back. But we shall see. I'm going to say it's going to be a 0-0 draw. I think it's going to be a boring game. I feel like and I know I'm mentioning it again, but since the Super League thing, games have been like so boring. And I think it's just because it's on the players' minds and it's on the coaches' minds, and that all of this has derailed the season for a week. So maybe by the time we play Villareal and then play Newcastle afterwards, maybe things will be back to normal. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just going to say 0-0 or 1-1. I think it's going to be a draw, personally. Yeah, so that's it. I'll speak to you guys on Friday after the game. Until then, take care. Stay safe. This is Depay signing out.
Everton goal, number 10.
A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. Well, he was influential in the first half, Gylfi Sigurdsson. Lee, what did you make of him?
Well, he's been decent. Unlike his teammates, he's done his job. And if everyone in the team just did their job, they'd be fine. A bit like me and you, Derek. Just go out and do your job.
A delightful start to this match. Just what they were hoping for. And the post denied him. Well, in fairness, not the greatest of headers.
Well, the manager can't hide his disappointment in not extending the lead there. It's still on a night.
Could play it in. Just over the crossbar. Crossing opportunity. Well, a chance, but he couldn't take advantage of it. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Pepe. And here's Partey. Will he finish? Happy to take on the shot. And how about that for reflex action?
Perfect goalkeeping. He waited, and then look at him spring.
And there it is! Still life left in this game, and they have the momentum now. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Excellent refereeing, advantage in operation. Sigurdsson. Less than convincing. In with a chance. Oh, a goal! The equaliser! They've completely changed the equation.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a decent move to evade the defender, and he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal.
Well, as the game has restarted, we're left to reflect on 4 goals. 2-2.
6. Alan.
A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Dani Ceballos. Martinelli. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Could be a chance to break here. And a poor ball. And that's an important intervention. Now can they create something? And it might be. He had just the goalkeeper to beat. He's got it completely wrongly.
Well, he won't be watching that when he gets home tonight on a replay. Well, that was the chance to take the lead, and the manager's frustration is there for all to see.
Saka. Arsenal have given it away. Opportunity it is. Thomas. Gabriel Martinelli. Bukayo Saka. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Will it be? And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations.
Well, here's the replay. The timing of the run gets him behind the defenders, and once he gets himself settled with the keeper to beat, he hammers it into the back of the net. Smashing goal.
Everton are the team chasing the game. Let's see how they fare on that front. James Rodriguez. It's with Alan. Nketiah. And taking it away. Calvert-Lewin. Might be a chance here. Surely. And it's in! All square again. What a match this is turning out to be.
Well, as we see from the replay, the keeper's got no chance. It's all about the strike, all about the power. He does everything right, head down, back of the net.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle.
Well, a penny for his thoughts right now, Derek. Plan B, I think, is needed.
Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been.
Everton goal. Number 19, James Rodriguez.
Dani Ceballos. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Spot on with that tackle. Nketiah. Ceballos. Can they forge ahead? Oh, tremendous block. Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. James. Chance to put them in front. He knew he had to make the tackle, and did.
Well, Derek, it's close. There's nothing in this. Two heavyweights slugging away at each other. Attacks are on top for both teams, which is helping to create a really good open game.
And Willian, this is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, it looks like the game is over, but no, there's another chance. And there it is, back of the net. It looks like the winner. Well, we can take another look at this. There's nothing much the keeper can do. Close range finish, really good play, and he doesn't miss from there.
Well, let's have another view of that goal.
Well, the coach can feel this game slipping away, I'm sure. Might need a plan B.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider.
Willian.
Lucadinha. Alan. Can they fashion something? They need a goal. Well, it's one pass after another. Beautifully timed. Throw-ins given. He has time to play it over. It comes to nothing in the end. Time is not on their side. This corner could help their prospects as they look for an equaliser. Over it comes. Not to be this time.
Well, Arsenal have worked their socks off to get in front today. They really have. The fans have played their part too. Not long to go now.
Ceballos. Ceballos! And a goal here! There it is! They've done it!
Well, as we can see, it's all about the technique. That's where the power comes from. Blistering shot.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. And just the 1 minute left in normal time here. Godfrey. Richarlison. Tom Davis. Digne. The cross is on. Nodded straight down the throat of the goalkeeper.
Right behind it. The only way you can score there goes either side of the keeper.
Nketiah. It's with Dani Ceballos. Nketiah has it. He's lost it. Tom Davis. On the ball, Coleman. And the referee decides enough is enough. It's the end of the game and Arsenal victorious. That's the main headline from this one, Lee.
Yeah, their 2-goal advantage in the end was just reward for their good play today for me. Worthy winners.
Well, this man has given us plenty of reasons to dwell on his performance this evening, Lee.
Well, that was a really, really good performance from the lad and a goal to boot. Really delighted with that goal, I'm sure he is.
And the post denied him. Well, in fairness, not the greatest of headers.
Well, the manager can't hide his disappointment in not extending the lead there. It's still on a night.
Could play it in. Just over the crossbar. Crossing opportunity. Well, a chance, but he couldn't take advantage of it. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Pepe. And here's Partey. Will he finish? Happy to take on the shot. And how about that for reflex action?
Perfect goalkeeping. He waited, and then look at him spring.
And there it is! Still life left in this game, and they have the momentum now. Less than convincing. In with a chance. Oh, a goal! The equaliser. They've completely changed the equation. Now can they create something? And it might be. He had just the goalkeeper to beat. He's got it completely wrongly.
Well, he won't be watching that when he gets home tonight on a replay.
Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Will it be? And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations. Calvert-Lewin. Might be a chance here. Surely. And it's in. All square again. What a match this is turning out to be. And Willian. This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, it looks like the game is over.
Ceballos.